Ludwig van Beethoven was born on December 17, 1770, in the city of Bonn, located in the Electorate of Cologne, which is now part of Germany. He was baptized on December 17, 1770, at Bonn's Catholic parish church of St. Remigius, although his exact birth date is unknown. His family, of Flemish origin, had a musical lineage, with his grandfather, also named Ludwig van Beethoven, serving as Kapellmeister, court musician, to the Elector of Cologne. Beethoven's father, Johann van Beethoven, was a singer at the electoral court, but he also had aspirations of turning his son into a child prodigy, much like Mozart. Young Beethoven's musical talent was evident from an early age. His father, recognizing his son's potential, gave him rigorous musical training. Beethoven's first music teacher was his father, who taught him piano and violin. Later, Beethoven studied with other local musicians, including Tobias Friedrich Pfeiffer and Christian Gottlob Neefe. Neefe, in particular, recognized Beethoven's exceptional talent and became his mentor, introducing him to the works of Bach, Handel, and Mozart. Under Neefe's guidance, Beethoven composed his first published works, including a set of piano variations and his first 3 piano sonatas. In 1787, at the age of 17, Beethoven traveled to Vienna, the musical capital of Europe, to study with the renowned composer Joseph Haydn. Vienna was a melting pot of musical innovation and creativity, and it was here that Beethoven would find the inspiration and mentorship he needed to flourish as a composer. Haydn, impressed by Beethoven's talent, agreed to take him on as a pupil, although their relationship was sometimes strained due to Beethoven's strong-willed nature and desire for independence. One of the most well-known aspects of Beethoven's life is his struggle with deafness. Around 1796, at the age of 26, Beethoven began to experience symptoms of hearing loss, which would eventually worsen and profoundly impact his life and career. Despite this setback, Beethoven refused to let his deafness define him or hinder his creative output. Instead, he channeled his frustrations and emotions into his music, composing some of his most iconic works, including the Symphony No. 5 and the Moonlight Sonata. Beethoven's music was revolutionary, pushing the boundaries of form and expression in ways that would influence generations of composers to come. He expanded the traditional structures of symphonies, sonatas, and concertos, infusing them with emotional depth and complexity. His use of dissonance, unconventional harmonies, and innovative orchestration techniques challenged the conventions of his time and paved the way for the Romantic era of music. Despite his deafness and personal struggles, Beethoven achieved great success and recognition during his lifetime. His compositions were celebrated by audiences and critics alike, and he was hailed as one of the greatest composers of his time. However, Beethoven's personal life was marked by turmoil and tragedy, including failed romances, family disputes, and financial difficulties. He never married and had few close relationships, preferring to immerse himself in his work. Beethoven's legacy looms large in the history of Western classical music. His compositions continue to be performed and revered around the world, and his influence can be heard in the works of countless composers across genres and styles. From his groundbreaking symphonies and concertos to his intimate chamber music and stirring choral works, Beethoven's music speaks to the depths of the human experience, transcending time and place. On March 26, 1827, Ludwig van Beethoven passed away in Vienna at the age of 56. Despite his failing health and the hardships he endured throughout his life, Beethoven remained fiercely dedicated to his art until the very end. His funeral was attended by a throng of mourners, including fellow musicians, friends, and admirers who gathered to pay their respects to the man whose music had touched the souls of millions. Beethoven's final resting place is in Vienna's Währing Cemetery, where his legacy lives on through his immortal compositions. Ludwig van Beethoven's life was a symphony of triumphs and turmoil, marked by unparalleled creativity, passion, and perseverance. Despite facing adversity at every turn, he remained steadfast in his commitment to his art, leaving behind a legacy that continues to inspire and uplift generations of listeners. From the fiery intensity of his symphonies to the tender lyricism of his piano sonatas, Beethoven's music speaks to the universal human experience, reminding us of the power of perseverance, the beauty of expression, and the enduring spirit of creativity.
Don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos.